Hello and welcome. So, have you ever had one of those days where you feel completely trapped inside your own head? So maybe you're trying to cook dinner or watch a movie or fall asleep, but there's this loud, constant commentary running along in the background. So maybe you're analysing something that you said yesterday, or worrying about something that's coming up next week, or trying to figure out why you feel overwhelmed most of the time. So you try to think your way out of it, and you analyse the thoughts, you try to reason with them, but the more that you try to find the exit door, the deeper into the maze of the mind you go. So if you are exhausted from being stuck in your head, I have some incredibly good news for you. You are not broken. Your brain isn't malfunctioning. In fact, what's actually happening is a beautiful demonstration of how human psychology is designed to work. You've just been handed the wrong user manual for it. And so in this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain on what's really happening when you can't get out of your head, and why the relief that you are looking for is much closer than you think. So to understand why we get stuck in our heads, we first have to look at how we think life works versus how it's actually working. So most of the time we believe that we're living in an outside-in world. So we believe that our stressful jobs, our relationships, the news, or our bank accounts are directly creating feelings. So when we feel overwhelmed, our brain automatically goes to trying to work to fix it or analyse it or control all of the outside factors. And we think, if I can just solve all of these problems in my life or in my head, I'll finally feel at peace. But as human beings, we don't live in an outside-in world. We live in an inside-out world. And by that, what I mean is every single thing you experience is created and brought to life by your thinking and your consciousness. So right now, in this very moment, you aren't actually experiencing the world outside of you. You are experiencing your thoughts about that world. So when you feel stuck in your head, you aren't actually like trapped inside of a room. You're standing inside like a highly realistic 3D emotional simulation generated by your own thinking. So we can think of the mind as like a movie theatre. So the projector is the power of thought, and the screen is your consciousness. And when a movie plays, it looks incredibly real. So if a scary movie comes on, your heart rate is going to go up, your muscles are going to tense, and you will feel genuine fear. But is there a monster in the movie theatre? No, there's just light passing through a lens. So when you are stuck in your head, what's happening is that a heavy, stressful movie is playing on your mental screen. Because our consciousness is so brilliant, it makes that movie feel 100% real. It creates the heavy feeling in your chest, the racing heart, or the sense of urgency. But here is where we make the critical mistake that keeps us stuck. So we look at that scary movie on the screen and we try to fight it. So we try to argue with the characters, we try to make it go away by rationalising or trying to find a solution because we don't like the feeling of it that we're in. Or we try to rewrite the script while the movie's actually playing. So in other words, we try to use more thinking to fix our current overthinking state. But you cannot clear a muddy glass of water by keep stirring it with a spoon. Or you can't wipe mud off of a window using an already dirty rag. So every time you try to solve your overthinking by thinking more, you're just adding more frames into the movie. You're just innocently keeping that projector running. So if more thinking doesn't work, what does? So the shift happens when you stop looking at the content of the movie and you remember the nature of how it's working, the nature of the projector. So thought is not solid, it's not permanent, it's a fluid, transient energy. And by its very nature, a thought only lasts a moment before it passes and before it's replaced with the next one. So left alone, your mind will clear naturally. So think about a time when maybe you were incredibly stressed and then the doorbell rang or someone dropped a glass, and for a split second, immediately your attention shifted and the stress vanished. So where did the stress go? It didn't go anywhere. The thought movie simply paused or changed screen, and your mind instantly returned to an attentive, natural state of dealing with whatever it was that was in front of you. So your natural state is clarity, is resilience, and is peace. It's a baseline that we return to all the time. So we don't have to earn it. It is built in, this clarity. It's already there, sitting right underneath the temporary noise of thinking. So when you get stuck in your head, nothing is broken. You've just temporarily forgotten that the scary monster on the screen is made of light. And the moment you recognise, oh wait, this feeling isn't information about my life, this feeling is just the emotional echo of my current thoughts, that urgency drops away. And when the urgency drops away, you stop fighting the movie, you can sit back, you let your thoughts run their course, and naturally, on its own, the screen clears. So I know this may feel too simplistic to be true, that there is nothing that you have to do to quiet your mind. But if we look, truth is almost always simple and direct. When you are in a busy overthinking state, it's natural to want a tool or a technique or something to help the mind quiet, to get out of that state of overthinking. But this is just still the mind talking to itself, staying up in its head rather than just being in the now and recognizing how it's working. So understanding that this is how our experience is created, as in it's from the inside out, not the outside in, will end the need for any effort, will end the need for a tool. Because this is an understanding that you can take everywhere with you as you go about your life, and it's not just about overthinking. So the next time you find yourself caught in a heavy mental loop, you don't need to do anything to fix it. You don't need a 10-step coping mechanism. You just need to take a moment, recognise what's happening. You are experiencing the incredible creative power of thought in real time. It's a temporary storm, and like all storms, it passes when we stop trying to fight it. The movie will change eventually. So if this perspective has brought just a little bit of space or relief or sense of calmness today, then please do subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. And I would love to hear your comments. So what is the movie that your mind loves to play the most when you're stuck in your head? Let's talk about it and let me know in the comments below. So thanks so much for watching. Do consider sharing this video with someone that you love, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.